Hey y'all, it's Kate from the Apothecary and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to talk about A Memory of Light by Robert Jordan and Brandon Sanderson. This is the last and final book in the Wheel of Time series. I have finally finished the Wheel of Time series. I really enjoyed this book, though I don't know if it was my favorite in this series. I ended up giving it 4.5 out of 5 stars. This will be a short review because I can't really talk about a spoiler-free summary of this book without giving away any spoilers for the rest of the series. Basically, what I can say is that book 14 picks up pretty much right where book 13 left off, and we are now in the last battle. So some of our characters I still don't like. Really, Rand is an example. Some I still feel meh towards. Lan just felt like he was a good character there, but not really one that I would ride or die for. Others that I grew to love, like Egwene, who I kind of felt like this could become a good character when I first met her at the beginning, but I wasn't 100% convinced. By the end, I absolutely loved her. And then there were some characters that I loved all the way through, like Matt or Moraine. It felt like it was a fitting end for our characters. Atmosphere and setting, I thought was absolutely perfect, really. I could see our setting the entire time, and I could feel our atmosphere through it all. And I loved it. It was maybe my favorite category in A Memory of Light. Writing style, now this is where I will agree to disagree with some fans out there. I know some Wheel of Time fans are very particular and don't like criticism at all of the books. I preface this next comment saying I really enjoyed this book and this series as a whole, but there were certain chapters that were entirely way too long. This does not mean I didn't think they were needed. I thought the content of them was good. I thought the content was needed, but it didn't need to all be in one giant chapter that is the same length as a short book. I felt like Brandon Sanderson could have split up some of these chapters and made them easier on readers, and I say this because it did affect my reading of the book. I am a person that usually reads one chapter at a time of a book, and then I move on to another book I'm reading concurrently. With A Memory of Light and really a lot of the Wheel of Time books, especially towards the end, I couldn't do this so much. I had to stop in the middle of the chapters because they were hours long and hundreds of pages long, and a chapter should not be that long for anything. So while I liked the content of the chapters, some of them really needed to be cut down or just split up into separate chapters. For plot, I thought this was an epic ending to an epic series. I loved it. Intrigue, I loved the build up to the final battle. We had the final battle in like the last 3 books, and every time I thought like this is it, this wasn't it until we got to this book. We knew that the final battle was here, but we didn't know all of the details, everything that would happen in the final battle. Logic and relationships, it made so much sense that for some things, it became almost predictable. I say almost because while I had a feeling that some things were going to happen, I didn't know for sure that they were going to happen. But once I read those moments, I thought, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Enjoyment, like I said, I definitely enjoyed this book. Maybe not my favorite Wheel of Time book, but definitely up there on higher than a lot of other Wheel of Time books. And then the audio book narration, for me, and maybe this was just a me thing, but for me, especially some of Michael Kramer's voices kind of blended together for the characters, and it was hard, especially when I was just listening to the audiobook and not able to follow along. A lot of the characters kind of blended together for me, and so it was hard to distinguish who was who among them all. But like I said, I truly enjoyed A Memory of Light. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. And soon-ish, I will have a series review for Wheel of Time series. So if you're a Wheel of Time fan, stay tuned for that. In that series review, I will talk about my favorite book and my least favorite book in the series. So come back for that video when it's up. And If you have read A Memory of Light, let me know in the comments below. What did you think of this book? Was this your favorite in the series? Not favorite? What did you think of the ending of this series? As always, keep reading, and I love y'all to the moon and back. Bye.